Hey traders, so welcome back to the Sharks Trading Academy's weekly market analysis. So over here, this is our website, and please claim your free starter package if you haven't, right? Simply click find out more, fill in your details, and we'll actually send you a document, okay, via your email or your Telegram ID, okay, about our materials and our methodology and some of the basic stuff in Forex to help you kickstart, right? So even if you are a beginner, you're an amateur, or you're a pro, right? All of these materials actually help you progress in your trade. And furthermore, we actually migrated from Telegram into our Discord channel. So everything is the same. We are actually posting free analysis and technical charts on our Discord. So you can actually PM us or give us a message, and we'll actually link you the Discord channel. Hey traders, so over here on our first pair, we have the USD CHF weekly. And you can see that we actually sent this trade over, and now it has netted us about 200 pips. So over here, you can see we actually posted this on May, and we expected prices to move towards the supply zone, right? So I hope you caught this trade, and this would have been a runner. So we are definitely looking to buy, and please expect some sort of a pullback, maybe on a lower time frame, right? You can see that we are in an uptrend, and just keep looking to buy, right? All the way towards this level. So maybe you have a move up, sort of this kind of a movement towards the supply zone. Then over here, because the weekly supply zone is pretty huge on the lower time frame, so look for reversal patterns inside of here to take a sell before the continuation of the buys, right? So next up, we have the Aussie dollar. You can see that we are in a clear downtrend. Prices came back up, probably mitigating some of the prices inside of here, right? And we are expecting prices to move down towards this demand before breaking out. So can you see that on the daily time frame, or even on the weekly, we have a break of structure over here, right? So this makes us believe that prices are likely to test demand zones inside of here before moving down. So this is a supply zone. You can see that this is the last up moves before the down move. So let me zoom in deeper. You can see that this wick actually cleared liquidity over here, right? So if we were to draw a line over here, this wick took out the highs over here, and that is why we use this, right? So this would be our supply zone that we'll be looking for. So dropping down to the daily time frame or the lower time frame, right? We are expecting prices to reach towards this level, give us some sort of a reversal pattern before moving down towards our demand zone. So look for selling confirmations inside of here to take it down. So next up, we have the Chf Jpy, and over here we have a nice supply zone, right? So prices broke out of structure, came back to retest this supply zone inside of here, right? And we are expecting prices to drop off from here, right, towards this level, liquidating this trend line, right? So prices actually made a huge move up that liquidates some of these levels already, and now we are looking for a downside move. And you can clearly see that we have a strong rejection over here on the weekly time frame. And what is so powerful about this rejection is that this wick over here actually liquidated these positions inside of here, right? So with this, we can expect prices to pull back towards this level, give us some sort of a pattern over here. You can see that on the daily time frame, we have a nice break of structure, right? Over here, okay? And over here, now taps into this demand zone, but you can clearly see that there isn't any buy side move, right? There isn't any creation of liquidity inside of here to push prices up, right? So likely we are going to see a breakdown of this level, then give us a nice pullback, filling the imbalance inside of here, right? You can see that this is a huge imbalance. So let me just mark it up for you. So this is an imbalance, okay? And prices are likely to fill the imbalance, okay? So assuming that this demand zone doesn't hold, we may see a move, a breakdown, a pullback filling this level, all right? Then the creation of liquidity tapping into this last zone before a drop off. Right, and this will be our projection for the Chf Jpy. So next up, we have the Euro AUD, and we are likely to liquidate these positions over here. You can see that prices currently broke this structure, and we are looking for several areas to buy. So you can identify this demand zone as well on the daily time frame, right? So if you move down to the lower time frame, you understand that we have a demand zone here as well. So if prices comes back down, give us some sort of a creation of liquidity, and we see a move like this, we can expect prices to continue moving higher, right? eventually towards this liquidation or our take profit area. However, if prices fail to hold over here, and if it breaks down, then we are expecting prices to go lower, right? Because if prices breaks this level, okay, let me remove these drawings, right? So if prices breaks this level, we have a break of structure over here, right? And we are likely to see a move towards this level over here inside, right? So imagine that there is a supply zone left unmitigated inside of here, and this should push prices down towards our demand zone on the 4-hour and as well as the daily time frame. So this is the 4-hour demand zone. Yes, demand zone right over here. You can see that it liquidated these positions. So we are likely to look for buys inside of here or deeper areas into our daily demand zone. Can you see that this daily demand zone is so huge, right? And we are definitely going to refine it further. Otherwise, your stop loss would be this huge, right? This is like I think 100 pip. So we are not looking for that. We are looking to refine it further. So maybe over here, you can refine it towards this level. Okay, it got mitigated over here, right? So maybe on the 1-hour time frame or the lower time frame, okay, you have potentially unmitigated areas for you to take. Yeah, and this is our trade idea for the Euro AUD. So next up, we have the Euro Pound. This is pretty clear cut. You can see a nice break of structure over here. Prices makes a down move, came back all the way towards this last supply zone over here. All right, and you can see a shift happening already, right? So drop down to the 15 minutes time frame to refine this. Okay, so on the 15 minutes time frame, you can clearly see that this is the last buy to sell that broke out of structure, right? So this is a supply zone. Okay, so you look at current prices and you can see what happens. Prices makes an initial tap, right? And it depends on your entry criteria. So if you are an engulfing trader or a 3-bar reversal, you can actually enter based on this, right? But for me, I like to look for a structural shift. So when prices approaches this level over here, there wasn't any structural shift until prices breaks this level. Okay, so you can see that this is the swing. All right, so prices has to break this level before I can look for a pullback to sell. All right, and on the 15 minutes time frame, this didn't happen yet. Right, although they give us a nice 3-bar reversal, I need to see a structural shift. So now what happens? Prices makes a lower low, it breaks this level, right? So you can actually look for selling opportunities maybe inside of this supply or maybe deeper areas into here, right? So I missed this and prices actually makes a secondary breakdown, okay? Liquidating all of this level and this left behind a very nice supply zone. So if you refine it further, you can actually take this area as well, all right? So maybe on the 5 minutes or on the 30 minutes, you have a very nice supply zone here. So definitely look to sell, okay, if prices comes back towards this level. Look for sells maybe on the lower time frame as well. On the 3 minutes time frame even. So now you refine it to a 3 minutes time frame. And if prices comes back towards this supply on the 3 minutes, you can look for creation of liquidity, something like this. Then if you see a structural shift, you can, if you are aggressive, you can actually sell here. However, if it leaves behind a nice supply zone that is unmitigated, you can wait for a pullback to sell. All right, and stop loss over above here or above here. All right, and aim towards this demand zone on the 1-hour time frame. So this target would have liquidated the positions here. Can you see that there is lots of orders beneath this level, right? Stop losses, sell stops, potentially buy limits here. So as prices reaches this level, you are likely to see a bounce, right? Filling the buy limit orders before dropping off. Over here would be the USD. We have a nice demand zone and prices are likely to reach this level. So do we expect a move up towards this level before breaking down? This is less likely, right? And instead we are looking for continuations on the recent time frame. So can you see that on the 4-hour we have a supply zone here? So the last buy to sell move is here, right? So this left behind a supply zone. And prices may give us a pullback towards this level. So how does prices move towards our supply zone? If we see a break of structure here, prices will likely give us a pullback into unmitigated areas inside of here to push prices further into this supply zone. Then we look for a move down like this, right? So a break of structure would likely push prices towards this supply zone, okay, over here. So if you're a day trader, you can actually look for buys inside of here with the expectation that prices will move up towards the supply zone. But we always want to trade with the trend, right, on the high time frame. And that's why we're always waiting for sells for EURUSD now, right? Wait for the shift in structure, the buy side move to the sell side move, right? And as prices comes back towards this unmitigated area, assuming there is, look for this sort of a move for a breakdown. So over here we have the pound dollar. You can see that this is a liquidation of this level, right? And it followed up to this breakdown of structure. And now we are looking for sells into this demand zone. So do you want to sell here? No, you want to sell higher, right? So you're expecting prices on a lower time frame to give you a continuation towards this demand zone. And as prices approaches this demand zone, we are looking to catch sells if we get a pullback. So maybe if you go down to the 8-hour time frame, you can clearly see that there is two supply zones that we are looking at. If prices comes back down, gives us some sort of a move, we can actually buy. Okay, if we see a move like this, we can actually buy towards this area or this area to catch a sell to move down, right? So it's the same methodology altogether. You go to the daily time frame, you understand where are prices trying to move towards, right? And it creates a higher high, right? But this looks more like a liquidation of this area, and that's why we are expecting prices to go lower, right? And take out all of this. You see these equal lows created. All of these levels are potential areas to take out, and that is why we are always looking for sells all the way down. So lastly, for gold, we can see that this is a huge drop, right, due to the FOMC, and we are looking for prices to liquidate these areas. So we are likely to see a breakdown, give us a pullback onto supply areas, then give us a breakdown, right, liquidate this level again, then give us a pullback, then a breakdown into this demand zone. So maybe we can actually refine this further. Let's go down to the lower time frame. So if you go down to the lower time frame, you can actually refine this into this last sell to buy move over here. All right, and this is our target.